When faced with financial pressures, as many of us are at the moment, it is very easy to forget how this stress could impact our mental health and that of our loved ones.
Yeah, a new survey shows 2/3 of families are experiencing a mental health decline amid the cost of living crisis, with many adults, as well as teenagers, unable to switch off from the stresses of money, bills and rent.
And here to tell us how we can help mitigate the psychological impact of financial pressures, we're joined by Dr. Nihara Krause, CEO and founder of the Youth Mental Health Charity. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Do you think really why your charity exists for many reasons, that actually over the years we've underestimated the effect that social pressures, monetary pressures having on children, and how those pressures are on adults rather, and how those pressures and that stress is transferred to the children in the family?
Absolutely. So there is a whole range of discussions around the social determinants of mental health. We know that poverty, for example, has a very big impact on the mental health of young people. And we also know that there are a number of other social impacts that happen. And this particular survey was actually around Parent Mental Health Day, which was yesterday, hosted by STEM4. And it's really to acknowledge that if you do have one member of a family who might be experiencing hardship or difficulty, that there's a ripple effect. We live in a system, and so it will affect everyone else. And therefore, we need to start to think about how we support the whole family rather than just the individual.
It's interesting because there will be some people who, no doubt, parents who try to shield their children from the reality of what is going on. Is that a sensible way forward, or in fact, do children need to be? Do you need to help them understand that there are financial issues?
It depends on the age of the child and, of course, the individual understanding of the child. But usually what is very important is to have some open communication about, what's going on, have an opportunity to address worries and fears, to be able to provide a hopeful perspective. What children and young people don't have is the historical experience of how difficulties have affected all of us and how people have gone through and come out the other end of very difficult situations. So parents have that opportunity to provide that hopeful opportunity and to set up a common purpose, really.